Short of time, doesn't matter. Today I'm going to be looking at a quick and easy sketchbook exercise, which is drawing 5 things in 5 minutes. Something that you can do on the go, while you're waiting, while you're on the bus, wherever you are. Time restrictions need not restrict your creativity. So if that sounds like fun, come along and we'll have a look at what we can do in 5 minutes. Hello, I'm Helen. Welcome to my channel. This morning I'm going to be looking at different exercises, things that we can do in 5 minutes in the sketchbook. This all started from a walk last weekend. I took one of my lovely little sketchbooks with me and I thought, right, I'm going to do some doodling, I'm going to do some drawing. And despite the fact, and I'll put some images up on screen, and despite the fact that the woods were very beautiful and it was calm and it was lovely, I just couldn't find anything to draw. I didn't want to, couldn't get the motivation to draw. And I had to give myself a bit of a talking to and said, look, come on, just sit down, do 5 things in 5 minutes. Ka-ching, 5 things in 5 minutes. And I thought, okay, well, that's a good thing to consider and maybe I ought to share it on here with you. So that was my 5 things in 5 minutes. I was just looking at finding 5 things on the ground to look at, to draw. Yeah, they're scribbly, they're doodly, but it got me putting a mark on the paper. And yeah, I didn't really do too much more. And because I'd got a pencil with me, I didn't want to go on to the other side. That's kind of all I did. But hey ho, I did something. So let's look at other things that we can do in 5 minutes. It could be as simple as 5 things on your bedside table. That's what I did last night when I went to bed. I just drew 5 things and they're not pretty. It's not finished work. It's just doodles, but hey, it got me drawing. Another thing, so I have done this in the past, and so another thing that could be an interesting thing to do is to use magazines, and I think I brought one up. Yeah, I did bring one upstairs, and that is just to choose faces. So these are actually 1-minute sketch faces, but you could do 5 1-minute sketches, and these are just faces from magazines. I actually used for these ones. I've got. Oopsie. I bought a pack of. These are just biros, but different colour biros. And these are really fun to draw with. So your 5 things in 5 minutes could easily be 5 different colours. So don't dismiss biros to draw with, because I think they're quite funky. I quite like those. So those are my 1-minute faces. These again are 1-minute sketches, but with different implements. So this is a 1 minute, both from photo references. With this one's with three implements. So it's there's a biro in there, there's a highlighter, and there's an Inktense pencil. And this one I do quite like drawing on scrunched up paper. So that I like for this effect. But this is just a Posca 1 minute doodle of an owl, both from photo references. So those are 1 minutes. And then this morning, while my egg was cooking, I just did 5 things in 5 minutes. And I grabbed 5 things from my cupboards and just doodled them. So yeah, that I think is what I'm going to have another go at doing now. I'm going to do some from a magazine. I quite like using interior design ones. So this is just a room scene. And so I can easily find 5 things that are just going to grab my attention from there. And I'm going to use something cheap and cheerful. I'm going to use some kids' crayons. I like a wax crayon. So I'm just going to choose 5 random colours from there. I'm going to use this other page here. So I'm going to choose 5 random colours from my Crayola box. I'm going to choose 5 things from here. They don't need to sit together. It doesn't need to make a scene. I'm just literally going to be drawing 5 things. I haven't decided what I'm going to draw yet, but we'll just set the timer going and get going. So I've got my iPad next to me. It's set for 5 minutes. Let's start drawing. Okay, right, what shall I draw first? I think I'm going to draw this jug of flowers. So what I have found with these sort of timed doodles is that you actually have more time than you initially think. So at first you get sort of into panic mode. Well, I can do. You know, you're on a timer. Oh my gosh, I've got to go quickly. And actually, you have more time than you think. But does it matter if you go over? Who's watching? Who's taking any notice here? Nobody's judging you. It's just for you. It's just a way of getting in and being creative and making use of 5 minutes of your time. Right, that's number one. Number two, I think I'm going to do kind of like this shape here. This nice piece of sculpture made with found wood by the looks of it. So I've got some interesting shapes to kind of draw in 3D, which is going to be a challenge. There's my other one. My other one is there. And then I've got a third, more of an eye shape up on the top there. Okay, so that will go to there. Okay, and I've got some lights and darks. How are we doing for time? Ooh, I might have to hurry along for the next ones. Right, 2, 3, I'm going to do this little bit here. I don't know what this is. It's a little circle within a circle. It's a little dish, some sort of dish with something in it. And so that's 3, 4. I'm going to do one of these lights coming down from the ceiling, but it's not going to come down from the ceiling. It's going to come down here. And it's going to go off the page. And that goes there. But we kind of get the gist of what it is. And it's got its ceiling rose on top there. And I've got one more to do. And one more is going to be one of these cups up the corner here. Can we see those? Or not? So one of these, I'm going to have to put it that side. One of these cups, and it doesn't matter if your shape goes, well, it's quite close to the same colour as the one above, but never mind. It doesn't matter if your shape goes over something else. If you're choosing different colours, it doesn't matter. So now I've got my shapes down, I can go back in and define them a bit more if I want to. This one is really weird because I don't really know what it is. Is this the right colour blue here? Yep. And there's my timer. So those are 5 things from a magazine picture in 5 minutes. So let's label that up. So it can be as simple as that. Ta-da. So why would you do 5 things in 5 minutes? Well, while I'm talking about this, I'm hoping I can multitask. I'm going to choose 5 of my biros and just do 5 things, draw 5 things on my desk. So let's set the timer going. So why would you do 5 things in 5 minutes? Well, it could be that, you know, you are short of time. You're making use of the what available time you've got. It helps to create a habit. This is what you do. You know, that's a good thing. It can just show that quick sketches can be useful. They can be fun. It's play, and there's nothing wrong with a little bit of play. You could always use them as quick reference sketches, research sketches. So when you're out and about and you want to research something for a final painting or something like that, make use of your time. Just have them as they can be quick little thumbnail research sketches, and it just gets your hand moving, hand-eye coordination. You're just looking at things. You're doodling. You could be doing these while you're on the telephone to somebody. Just use that time. Okay, how are we doing on time? 2 minutes left. What have I used? That. Right, what else am I going to draw? Let's use this old paintbrush. Have a go. It doesn't have to be perfect. None of my art is perfect. None of my painting, none of my drawings are perfect by any stretch of the imagination. And that's the whole point. The whole point is to have fun. The whole point is to do. And it doesn't matter really. It's the fun is in the process rather than the end result, as far as I'm concerned. Some end results are lovely. Others I have described as diabolical before, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I got one more to do. What should we do? Should we do one of the Sharpies? And the whole point, Helen, is it doesn't matter what you draw. It's the fact that you're drawing. So it doesn't matter that it's a Sharpie. So don't be saying that it's not interesting, because it is. You're looking at all these shapes. You're looking at the negative shapes. You're looking at how things are fitting together, and you're making some sort of representation of either what that Sharpie feels like, looks like, is like. S is going to be difficult to do on here. Sharpie. Okay, that's my timer. That's my timer. So I think I've got 5 on there, haven't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So those are my 5 things from on my table right now. 5 things in 5 minutes. Does it matter? Does it matter? It's just a sketchbook exercise. It doesn't matter at all. So there we go. So I hope you have a go at this. Either just do some timed sketches, some timed doodles. You can do 1-minute doodles. You can do 5-minute doodles. But just be aware that actually 5 minutes is longer than you think, and that if you just make use of the time while the potatoes are boiling, while the rice is cooking, while your egg this morning, while your egg is cooking, while the kettle's boiling, make use of that time. It's amazing what you can get done. Just have fun. Have fun. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, bye for now.